Hello, y'all. In this episode of Repairs and Upgrades with Chillie Willie, we are going to do a repair on this DS game right after the intro. All right, y'all. Welcome to my channel, Repairs and Upgrades with Chillie Willie. All right. So, if you watched this episode, when I was trying to see if this game worked, it didn't work, which is the Sonic one. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to repair this, and I'm going to show you how. Okay, so the last time that I tried to play this game, it didn't want to work. It was having problems, like I said, the wear and tear in the teeth, right here on the chip. They have problems with it. So all that we got to get rid of. So I'm going to show you that doesn't work again. Let's try it. I'm going to go ahead and pop it in. Power it up. So it didn't show right here. It says there is nothing inserted into the card slot. It's right there. What do you mean it's not inserted? So there's nothing inserted into the card slot, so it doesn't work. So this game does not work. Like I showed you the last time, this game doesn't work. So I'm going to show you how to fix this problem. Alright, let me pull this game out. So there it is. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to try to fix this and see if it works correctly. I'm going to show you what you have to do and the stuff you need. So first of all, you're going to need some super glue. You're going to need any of these two pads, which are, these are for sanding. These are sand pads. So sandpaper pads, but these are actually like little blocks. I cut these because I use these a lot whenever the games don't work. You're going to need some Q-tips. You're going to need a couple of Q-tips. And you're gonna need some alcohol. This is alcohol. You don't have to use alcohol, you can use water, but I use alcohol. Okay? And you need a little razor blade to cut it. You gotta be really careful when you do this. So what you gotta do is you gotta try to get in, right? Alright? You gotta get in the corner. Right there. And you have to go really slow and cut yourself. You gotta basically break the seal that's already in there. There's a seal there. You gotta break the seal. Make sure it doesn't slip off your hand, because if it slips, you can cut yourself right here. You gotta be very careful. Make sure your hand's not over here, so it doesn't, if you slide, it doesn't hurt you. And it has these little brackets right here where it turns. So you gotta go the opposite way. You gotta go from here to here, because this side doesn't have any. So once it breaks open, there it is. Once you break it open, it breaks open. You see it broke open. You gotta be real careful with this, because if you don't, you can cut yourself. Like I said. So there it is. So once you break it open, I normally don't break it all the way out, just enough to take the motherboard out. So I leave it here. I don't pop it all the way out. Like, I don't take this part off. I leave it there. So I normally go right here, I shake it down, and I pull the chip out. That's what you want to do. You want to leave this intact. Don't break this part off, because all this right here is still glued. Because when you put it back, you want to glue this part back together. That's it. Okay? Now this part right here is what I was telling you about. So if you look at this, these little teeth are grinded really, really bad, where it has a lot of wear and tear in it. Trying to see if I can get a perfect shot. There it is. You see all those little tiny little lines. That's from inserting it of thousands and thousands of years of it being played and displayed. I think it's not even that old. What is it? Doesn't even have the year on it. Let me see, maybe if this has the year on it. 09, I guess 09. Doesn't matter. It's not that old, but all the years of it being played, that's why all these little teeth right here are all messed up. Like they're just, see how they're all, they just grind it. So it has the lines right here. So what you want to do is you want to get your sandpaper, your block, and you want to rub it. Just rub it. You want it to turn gold again. See? And then you get your alcohol. Spray a little bit of alcohol on there. You get your little bit of alcohol and then you clean it. You clean it real good. And there it is. So now you need to go back in, just go lightly. Go again. Just clean the whole thing. There it is. So now you clean some of that stuff, believe it or not. So right there, it did a cleaning. You can't see it because it's all scratched up, but it did clean the teeth. And then what you do is you insert it back into the game the way it's supposed to. And normally before I glue it, I test it. So you gotta make sure it hits these little things on there. There's little holes in there. Let me make sure, there you go. There's the hole. Hit it. And then you insert it back into the game. So I'm gonna insert it back in here. There it is. Caught it. See how fast it caught it? Caught it fast. See? So I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna pop it in. Pop it in. Let me show you. The second I pop it in, now it works. Ready? Bam. It worked. It worked. That's it. So that's all you do. So now you can play the game. Now the game works. See, when people find these games, when I was selling games before, a lot of people will sell these and I would test them out and they wouldn't work, and I would tell them, oh, I'll give you like a $10 game, $15, $20 game. I would tell them, I'll give you $1, $2, doesn't work. There it is. So it works. So now it works. Okay, so what you do now is you get these things. You don't need too much of the stuff. So what you do is you want to make sure that it's touching the little. You gotta make sure it's touching that little. These little tabs are touching that, because when you close it and you glue it, you have to stick your hand in there again. You don't want to get the glue on this thing. So you gotta make sure it's there. So what I did is I buy the glue that has a brush on it. So this glue right here has a brush on it. So I start from the end. Make sure that this thing has a little hole in it, and then I basically just put a little bit on there, a little bit, just on the edges, and just go all the way around. And then you want to close it. It stuck to you. Then you just want to glue it. Get your little Q-tip. Take the excess off. Just hold it there. Blow on it or put it on something. The glue, super glue, glues right away. You're not putting too much glue on it, so you should be all right. So now it's all put together. So there it is. So there it is. So now it's glued together. So now you super glued it together. Now it looks like there's nothing wrong with it. Now if you look at it, now the teeth are clean. Now that doesn't look like it, but it is. But now it works, if you like the way you saw. So now you get it. Do it again. Normally I let it dry up for a while. But for this video, I'm gonna show you real quick. So then we go again. Try it out to see what I'm doing. Bam. It works. There it is. So that's how you do it. That's how you do this, and that's how you make it work. Any of your games, any of the DS games that never work, this is what's wrong with them. Every single one of them, that's what's wrong with them. The actual software of it, there's nothing wrong with it unless they actually drop water in it, and then but the majority of the time, 90% of the time, I want to say that this is what's wrong with it. They didn't drop it in water or nothing. Sometimes you might get one that doesn't work, but yeah, so sometimes you might not get one that works, but that's rare. At least in my opinion, like when I got and stuff. There it is. It works. There it is. There it is. It works. All right. Well, there it is. It works. You saw it. So that's how you fix it. That's how you repair a DS game. You have to take it apart. You have to grind the teeth. Now, if you ever have a Sega Genesis game or a Nintendo game or a Super Nintendo game, you do the same exact process. If you have one that just does not work after you cleaned it with alcohol and you blew on it and you rubbed it, this is what you do too. You do that to the cartridge too. You take it apart, you sand down the cartridge, you sand down the contacts like I did this, and the Nintendo or the Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis cartridge will work. I've done that a bunch of times. I've only had that problem one time where it didn't work, but I think they might have burned it out or something, or the battery was no good, or they must have burned something out, but it didn't work. But 90% of the time that I get my games and they don't work, like no matter how many systems, like I got all the systems, so I'll try them on different systems, so it works. If none of them work, then there's something wrong with the game. This is what I do. I'll do that. I'll fix them and clean them, and majority of them work. I'll make them work eventually, or if not, I just keep it. I still don't throw them away. I still don't throw this stuff away for the simple fact that, let's say they get one that doesn't work, then what you'll do is you could swap out this, because sometimes the stickers are messed up. So then I'll just change them out. So that's the way I do it. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it for this episode. And as always, thank you for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And as always, you're never too old to get your game on. Until the next time, stay gaming, my friends. Bye bye.